दिल दरिया समंदरों दूंगे देखो कौन दिला दिया जाने
I'll begin by saying my name is Daniel Gama. I've done many jobs over the years, a pilot, a counselor, professor, and other things. But now I devote most of my time to simply chronicling events in the lives of people both ordinary and extraordinary. The incident with Kay took place a little while ago. I didn't... Are you Mr. K?
Just Kay with you.
Kay it is. I find that
You came here to hear my story, right?
our friend says it's like nothing I've ever heard before. So, how'd you come to know our mutual friend?
Well, my story has one of purpose. And since that deep title is serving a purpose here, I'll save it for a time like this.
Every decent story requires good background information.
True, but I'd like to keep mine to a minimum.
So what is your story, Kay?
Some years back, I found myself on a construction site with a man named Bricklayer. Now that man came to me and told me one day that he could take me to a place where you could go anywhere at all without ever having to step foot on a train or an airplane or any such vehicle. You would just simply desire to be there and not go, but just be there. When I asked him where the place was, he said it lay between two branches. Now at the time, I thought the man was just making fun, so I dismissed the matter altogether and went back to my work. But the man pressed on and told me, no, I can take you there if you'd like to go. So I asked, why did I deserve such a favor? And he said, oftentimes men seek knowledge, but they don't want the responsibility that comes along with it. Now, I found that answer to be a bit vague. So I separated myself from that man and continued on with my job. After that, he never mentioned the subject. He talked often about his keen taste for oranges and his love for baseball, but never about two branches. After a while, though, I became really curious about the subject and started trying to listen in while he was talking to others. But he dismissed me. One day after work, though, it wasn't 10 minutes before this man grabbed me by the arm and pulled me through lots of twisting streets and alleyways until we came to a door. The man opened the door with so much ease, and I had a hard time closing it behind us. And when I turned around, I found myself, to my shock and amazement, in the middle of a forest. The ground was of a strange color. The leaves of the trees were of every hue. And without acknowledging my surprise, the man grabbed me by the arm again and pulled me along until we came to a large tree. And that tree was a very dark color and had two branches sticking straight out. He asked me if I could see these two branches. And as they were quite obvious, I didn't bother answering. And immediately, without another passing moment, we found ourselves back at the construction site. The man looked to me and told me, you can go there whenever you like. And then he walked away. And I've never seen him since.
And have you ever gone back?
I was depressed for a long time after this, of course, because I could never find how to get back to this door. I went down so many different streets, different alleyways. It was as if it never existed. But I eventually found it in the basement of an old house, in a bureau drawer. Since then, I found it in streets, on top of buildings, under rocks.
Under rocks? In those cases, they must have been very small.
Always the same size.
Have you taken anyone else there?
Lots.
Alright. But the likelihood of finding forests and alleyways and large trees under small rocks is absolutely none.
And the likelihood of enormous fireballs flying across the sky every day. and insects flapping their wings 100 times in a second is also none, except that it's eating.
Such things have logical explanations, and your fables don't. So, I'm sorry, Mr. K, but I can't include your story in my chronicles.
Okay.